Overcome fear of abandonment and enjoy your relationships. What are abandonment issues really? The fear of abandonment is a no-laughing matter. While most of us have experienced abandonment in some form or another, we all cope with our fears differently. A person with abandonment issues is not necessarily someone who was abandoned by his parents as a child. It could be someone who grew up with neglectful parents, buried someone he or she loved, experienced acute pain of loneliness when his or her best childhood friend moved away, was rejected by someone he or she loved. Not every person who had to live through these unpleasant experiences will develop the fear of abandonment, and even if they do, the severity of their symptoms may vary greatly. Some of the common symptoms include extreme jealousy or clingy behavior in romantic relationships, pretending like you don't care about your spouse when you actually do, rejecting your partner before he or she can reject you, avoiding getting close altogether, desperately trying to make a lot of friends so you can never be alone, extreme insecurity, underestimating yourself, becoming too complacent and putting up with mistreatment in workplace, anxiety and depression. Seemingly happy and carefree individuals such as the life of the party or a non-committal boyfriend may very well be suffering from the fear of abandonment. Not everything is always as it seems. Sometimes you need to look beyond the mask to see the real person. Having said that, don't get carried away trying to diagnose the fear of abandonment in your ex. The fear of abandonment or even abandoned child syndrome are not officially recognized as mental disorders and are a subject of speculation. If you suspect that you have some of these symptoms, you may want to consider to work through these issues. Stop feeling desperate or needy about a relationship and learn how to relax and feel secure instead. Fear of abandonment. Overcome fear of abandonment is an advanced hypnosis audio session that will use deep relaxation to build your confidence as a person and make you feel more relaxed around relationships generally. You'll stop seeing the danger of abandonment around every corner and be able to accept whatever comes your way in much more a relaxed and easygoing fashion. How fear of abandonment works. Fear of abandonment can drive other people you care about away from you. The insecurity fueled by fear of abandonment spoils enjoyment and squeezes the health out of your relationships. There is usually a clear cause of fear of abandonment. Maybe you have had many failed relationships where people have walked away from you. Perhaps you have got into the habit of becoming involved with people who are in some way unavailable and are more likely to leave you feeling abandoned. Then again, issues of abandonment may partially stem from feeling abandoned emotionally and/or physically as a child. Fear of abandonment is a self-fulfilling prophecy. As human beings, we all need people. Most of us fear being abandoned at some point, but for those for whom fear of abandonment is a major issue, then the fear starts to control them and their relationships. Can you afford to have your life controlled by the fear of abandonment any longer? If someone's greatest worry is that they will just be abandoned again or that people always let you down in the end, then they will tend to live defensively. This means they will be constantly on the lookout for signs they are about to be abandoned. This may lead to over-controlling behavior in a relationship, which in turn may leave them more likely to actually be abandoned. It is, in the truest sense, a self-fulfilling prophecy. Fear of abandonment and clinginess. Fear of abandonment may have been making you over-clingy, behaving desperately and seeking intimacy too quickly in friendships and relationships. When people overwhelmingly fear abandonment, they may feel that any wrong word they say or act of insensitivity on their part may cause a friendship or intimate relationship to come crashing down around them. They may feel they have to tread on eggshells all the time, and are prepared to put up with all kinds of bad treatment because they don't want to risk being abandoned. They become emotionally blackmailed by their own oversensitivity. But of course relationships need to be relaxed and we need to be able to speak our minds when appropriate and not fear being abandoned at the drop of a hat. Unconscious reasons for fear of abandonment. If you felt abandoned when young, then your unconscious mind may be on the lookout for any tiny sign that it might happen again. This might be happening even if things are, in reality, secure. In this way your unconscious may be training to match up currently reality to past reality without realizing on an emotional level that you are stronger and more able now, or that the fear is unjustified. This is like a bird whose cage door has been opened but who remains trapped inside because the changed circumstances haven't really registered. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe my channel for more videos.